Garza had recently come to the Houston area from California. His family lives in Rancho Cucamonga, which is in San Bernardino County. And my co-anchor Sarah Donchi is the only local reporter to speak with Garza's parents. She's joining us live now with the story that you'll see only on 2. Sarah.
Yeah, so Keith, we are learning more about the final days before Garza's fateful decision to pack everything up and drive 1,500 miles from here in Southern California all the way to Houston. And perhaps nobody could better explain his troubled state of mind than his own parents, as well as his 2 sisters and his brother. We spoke with all of them exclusively about what might have happened just hours before that shooting that finally made him snap. Dionisio Garza's mother and father still cannot believe their son could have caused so much heartache.
He was a good boy and he never would hurt anybody intentionally. Not the boy we raised. It's not who he was. He had a good heart.
Dionisio Garza of California, an Army veteran, shot 7 people, killing 1 in West Houston Sunday.
He never had a mean bone in his body. I just never saw him angry. I just never saw that part of him.
His sister says Garza told her he was going to Texas because he felt the world was ending and that he believed the country was in civil war.
I truly believe he thought he was defending, protecting. He was fighting a war inside his head.
Suddenly, he packed his things into his car and drove to Houston, allegedly to see a friend from the Army. He called his parents and said he had been in an argument with someone, and hours later showed up to that West Houston neighborhood and began shooting. His parents say they're racked with guilt when they think about the victims.
There are people that are suffering, a person who lost their life, and their pain and the sorrow they must be feeling. My heart goes out to them. I am very, very sorry. I'm praying for them.
And so many of you have asked us, if there were so many troubling signs, why didn't this family seek help any sooner? And we asked them that very question, and they said even though there were signs that something was wrong, they said that Garza never suggested that he would ever pose a threat to harm himself or anyone else. They frankly didn't think he was capable of that. Of course, now we know that isn't true, and they deeply regret their decision not to intervene sooner. We are live in Rancho Cucamonga, Southern California. Sarah Donchi, KPRC, Channel 2 News.